Kanye West is hospitalized today after a string of several bizarre recent incidents at concerts. The rapper shocked fans Monday when he canceled all of his remaining dates of his St. Pablo tour. Hours later, news surfaced that he'd been taken into treatment at UCLA Medical Center. Joining me now from Entertainment Tonight, Kevin Frazier, and from The Insider, Keltie Knight. Good to see you guys.
Hey, how are you?
Hey.
I'm good. But Kanye's not.
No, Kanye's not good. And you know what? I think the beginning of this was Saturday night in Sacramento when a show was canceled because he went on this epic 17-minute rant where he talked about everything, Jay-Z, the president, all kinds of things. And people were upset. They booed. He walked off the stage. They were actually yelling other things about Kanye. So, I mean, that was a problem, and these rants have continued, and now, you know, they're saying exhaustion, they're saying that sleep deprivation, but really, this has been a constant downhill spiral for Kanye.
Yeah, I mean, he's no stranger to controversy. Kim Kardashian, his wife, was supposed to have some kind of a press conference. That got canceled. Keltie, what's behind that?
Yeah, well, she's, I think, hiding out, but you have to know the Kardashians, which is they're all grouping up now. Kris is at the center. They're deciding what they're going to do, and they always do it as a family. So she's not going to come out and just start talking and saying whatever. No one's tweeting. No one's Instagramming.
Right.
They're deciding what they're going to say. Sources are telling me that the reason he was hospitalized is because, and taken to the hospital, was because he has to get that insurance money from these concerts because now he's going to be out $72 million.
Right. So the money. So our viewers understand. By canceling these concerts, he would be out. He wouldn't get paid.
He would be liable, and all the people that contracts for sound men and for wardrobe and for everyone working on the tour. It's a lot of money.
And it's an important point that Keltie makes because now he cancels that tour, and if this is true, if this is a motivating factor, then it would make a lot of sense that you have this exhaustion. Now, at the same time, we've been tracking for a while Kanye's problems. As far back as, the summer, we were talking to people who knew him well from Chicago, like the rapper Rhymefest, who worked with him on his first album and knew him before he was Kanye West, but just a kid in Chicago. And he talked about how he was losing touch with reality, and they were seeing this erratic behavior. And understand, he was at the house of Harley Pasternak, who has been his longtime trainer. He's a Hollywood trainer to the stars. Other folks like Common have worked with Harley, and Kanye's worked for him for a long time. So for Harley to say there's an issue, you know there's something wrong. And the fact that they had to then put him in handcuffs, that tells you something there too.
Why do you think he name-checked Beyonce during that rant? He was like, Beyonce, I was mad. Like,
well, there's been rumors for years that we have covered that Beyonce and Kim do not get along. And we have covered that for years and years and years, that there's this rift between these women, that the men have always been tight, and Beyonce and Kim have always sort of not, Beyonce's not really loved Kim being in the picture. And so I think there is always that butting of heads, and Kanye is always very vocal. He's not one to sort of sit and harbor his feelings. He always comes out and says it like it is, like we saw at the concerts. But how disappointed are you if you have waited to see Kanye in concert, you got your tickets, he plays 2 songs, does a 20-minute rant, and walks off stage?
My favorite was Snoop Dogg when he did a little video. And Snoop was like, I don't know, I smoke weed. I don't know what he's smoking, but that's not cool, basically, was what Snoop Dogg.
And you look at Kanye's descent, because you're talking about a guy at one point that was on the cover of Time magazine. He was looked at as the future of rap, and he was making all these social commentaries. And if you trace it back to losing his mother, and then the people who encircled him and what was going on in his life, then you can see. But remember, Dr. Donda West was a real stabilizing figure. Everything came back to his mother. And even, as recently as last year when we saw him release that video of his mother riding on the back of a unicorn in the clouds, he still misses that woman. And I think he also misses the connection that grounded him to his life before fame.
It's interesting. It reminds me of Elvis. Elvis Presley was very close to his mother, but a lot of people say his career started to spiral downward when she died. And
this week is the anniversary. It's her birthday this week. So it's an interesting couple weeks because we have Kim in Paris, having the horrible situation she had, and then he has his mom. So there's just like a lot going on with him. And this is not the first time that we've seen stars. They cannot just sit out. They have to go to the hospital because a normal star saying, hey, I need to take a break, you have 50 backers behind you and managers and agents and people making money off you. You can't just take a sick day. You have to take a hospital day for people to take you seriously. But it sounds like he didn't want to go.
No, they put him in handcuffs.
All right, before I let you guys go, you guys are hosting the Thanksgiving Day Parade together.
Woo, woo!
Yeah.
Happy news.
On CBS. That is so awesome.
I mean, I think we're so excited because it is as a kid, you grow up and you watch the parade.
Yeah.
And you sit at home. I was lucky enough, my parents brought me here when I was 4 to see this parade bundled up on the street. And it's iconic.
If there's no picture, it didn't happen, Kevin.
No. It happened. Trust me, it happened.
So much hair.
Somebody better Google that, find that picture.
But now to be here and to be one of the people hosting the parade, it really is like a dream come true to bring my boys. Keltie and I are good friends. Her husband is here. You know, it is really a family affair for us and a special, special day.
That's awesome.
And I'm such a music lover, and I have huge stars like Sting and Miranda Lambert coming out to be a part of our parade. It's just, like that is in itself such a thrill for me. And
we're excited to have you guys and to watch you guys on Thanksgiving Day right on CBS. Thank you so much for stopping by. Kevin Frazier, Keltie Knight.